Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is the 17th April 2024. In this video, let us have a detailed analysis on Bank Nifty with the help of NeoStock software supply demand zone chain. Even before that, a small announcement please. If this is your first visit to our channel, please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action, and all the training videos are available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. I kept all the videos in a playlist, Supply Demand Zone Price Action course. I have also provided the link to this playlist in this YouTube video description. So if you click the link, you will get into this page, and then go to the bottom of this page. Here, starting from lesson 1.1, all the training lessons are available in an order. So please go through all these lessons one by one and strengthen your skills related to supply demand zone price action. Even I have provided the link to our Telegram channel in this YouTube video description. Please join in that channel. It will be helpful to you. Each time when we release a new video, we will provide an update in that channel. Now let's get into the analysis of Bank Nifty. Let's start our analysis from monthly time frame. So in monthly time frame, we already identified a monthly zone drop, 3 base candles and a rally. So let me draw this zone. This is a monthly demand zone, and this is already having EMA confluence, and also it is not having any supply zone, so it is an all-time high monthly demand zone. So prices are near to this monthly demand zone. Now let us look into the weekly time frame. In weekly time frame, this is the supply demand zone chain. We have one weekly supply zone and another one is pierced. So let us don't worry about the pierced one. So let me draw the supply zone. When is this supply zone is created? On 1/4/2024, one base candle is there and we have a leg out. So this is the one. 1/4, we have a base candle, we have a leg out. See, this is you need to add the hidden body. The moment you add hidden body, it gets the more. But remember, we cannot really consider this is a valid monthly zone. The reason, valid weekly zone. This is not at a valid weekly zone. The reason is this candle is not completed. We have 2 more trading sessions are there, tomorrow and day after tomorrow. If it still maintains this leg, this drop, then this could be a valid supply zone. Until that time, this may not be a valid supply zone. I'm just marking and left, just to see what happens in the next 2 days. So until that time, let us don't focus much on this. Why I marked this? Just any lower time frame zones within this area might help us for our short-term trade plans. But remember, this is not at a confirmed weekly zone. We have other zone, somewhere here, rally, 2 base candles drop. This is already pierced. So let us ignore this. Okay, then what is the next demand zone? Immediately available demand zone. The immediately available demand zone is on 11/3/2024. 2 base candles. This is the one. 11/3/2024, 2 base candles and a rally candle. So this is a valid weekly demand zone. So this is a weekly demand zone. Time being, let us stick to this level. If this is violated, we can go to the next one. But now prices entered into the weekly demand zone. And also remember, this weekly demand zone is having weekly EMA confluence. And it is earlier there was a weekly overextension. Now the overextension is about to complete. These points you have to observe. Probably you may see a price movement between these 2 zones. But this is yet to confirm as a supply zone. Weekly supply zone. That's why I didn't add any text here. Just marked and left it. So now let's move on to the next time frame, daily. So let us generate daily supply demand zone chain. So we have a daily valid supply zone is there, and also we have a daily demand zone. It is a high liquidity zone. Let us draw both these zones. So on 5-4, 4 base candles, and 15-4 we have a leg out. This is the one. We have a rally 1, 2, 3, 4. That means almost this entire weekly zone area what we marked so far, within that this daily zone is occupied. So daily supply zone, let me add the text. And what about the daily demand zone? We have a high liquidity demand zone already tested once. That is 1-4-24, 2 base candles. This is the one. If you add the hidden body, this is a rally candle, 2 base candles, and again a rally candle with hidden body. You need to add the hidden body. This is a rally candle, follow through candle. So actually this is a hidden zone. This hidden zone is having confluence with the weekly demand zone. And if you observe carefully, prices went very deep inside. Not only that, overextension is also completed. Actually, daily overextension is completed. And what is the daily trend? Still it is uptrend. If this daily zone is violated, the trend will be changed to sideways in Bank Nifty. So far, daily zone is holding. And this is a high liquidity demand zone. This daily zone is a high liquidity demand zone. So what is the reason for holding these prices? Maybe this is a high liquidity zone, but inside there could be a fine-tuned zone should be available. That we need to confirm. See, sometimes high liquidity zones will violate easily if the order flow is not good. We need to have a fresh, fine-tuned 5-minute zone. Then the zone works very well. At least for short-term income trade it will work. But we will see. This is not only a high liquidity demand zone, daily high liquidity demand zone. This is also having confluence with weekly demand zone. Okay. Now look into the weekly time frame. But here there is a possibility weekly overextension also will complete. If weekly overextension has to be completed, prices should enter up to this weekly area. If that is the case, daily high liquidity zone should be violated. That possibility is also there. Otherwise, this daily high liquidity zone should hold the prices. Slowly this EMA will go and finally catch up to this zone. That possibility is also there. In case if it is violated, is there any zone below this? We have a zone, but this is a fresh zone, normal zone. This is when it is in 26.3, 2024, 1 base candle. (26) 26.3. What? 26.3. Something wrong. Where is 28.3? This is 28.3. Actually, it should be like this. We have a drop, base, rally. This is a daily demand zone. Yeah, this is the one. The reason is hidden body. This is a drop. If you add the drop from here, close, drop, base, rally. Suddenly my mind is struck for a moment. I'm sorry. 26.3, this is a drop, base, rally. Similar scenario we discussed in the poll also in our group. Anyway, this is a drop, base, rally. So these are the two zones are available, daily demand zones within the weekly area, valid zones. But fine tune is more important. That you have to do that exercise. Fine tuning the zones. In case if our software did not identify any high liquidity zones, you have to fine tune this zone. Now let's move on to the next time frame. 125 minutes. Let me quickly analyze this. We have one 125 minutes supply zone is here, 125 minutes high liquidity demand zone is here, fresh zones. So when it is in 12/4/9/15 in 125 minutes time frame, this is the one 12/4/9/15. After the two base candles, yes, two base candles. So this is the one. This is 125 minutes high liquidity supply zone. And again we have a drop, base, drop. This is a normal supply zone. 125 minutes supply zone. And what about the demand zone? We have a high liquidity demand zone here, 27/3/9/15, two base candles. Two base candles and a rally candle. That means same thing, worked as 125 minutes. High liquidity demand zone. That means inside the daily demand zone, we have a high liquidity demand zone. Let me change the color. And below there is one more high liquidity 125 minutes demand zone. This is a 25/1/9/15. When is 25/1? So time being, let us don't get into up to this level. Let us stick to this weekly demand zone level. So we get better clarity once we move on to the where is the text? Sometimes text is missing. Okay. And this is the daily zone. Okay. Now I am moving to the 75 minutes time frame. This is more important for us because inside daily we fine tune to 75 minutes. Why I am looking 125 is mainly to identify high liquidity order flow. Okay, here we have a high liquidity immediately available supply zone is available. Where it is? 15/4/9/15. This is the one 15/4/9/15. After that 1, 2, 3 base candles. Yes. So this is a 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone. Of course, it is 125 also, but I am focusing only on 75 because it is a high liquidity supply zone. If this order flow, if you can able to fine tune this zone till 5 minutes time frame, if you can identify a fresh 5 minutes time frame, you will get a trade opportunity here, intraday trade opportunity. That is how we trade with high liquidity zones. So please fine tune this 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone till 5 minutes. Here zone, let me extend. This is the zone. We have a drop, 3 base candles and a drop. And below we have a demand zone, that is a 26.3, 915, 4 base candles. Here we have a drop, 4 base candles. So entire concentration is within this area. And if you look into this area, there is no proper 75-minute zone. That means daily zone is not properly. Now again a drop candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles. Let us see tomorrow prices will go up or prices will go down. If prices will go up, a fine-tuned area of institutions will create here. Until that time, we don't have clarity. There are 2 possibilities. Institutions should create a rally candle. That way we get a drop base rally. In the base, these 4 candles will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. Then rally. Then we will get a zone, 75-minute zone. Now we can fine tune inside with 5 minutes and 15 minutes. There is another possibility. Tomorrow with a gap down, maybe this zone will be violated. This high liquidity, daily high liquidity demand zone. That possibility is also there. But at present there is no good order flow inside this zone. Unless institutions decide to create a new zone tomorrow inside this area. So with a gap up, if a new candle, rally candle is created, if tomorrow if there is a rally candle, probably there will be a huge candle should be there. Otherwise zone will be violated. So institutions' major concentration is in this area, in this zone. Now let's move on to the next time frame. That is a 15 minutes time frame, 25 minutes. Changing the time frame to 25 minutes. Let us check any high liquidity zones. We have a high liquidity supply zone at 15.4, 14.40. This is 15.4. We have 14.40. Where it is? This is the one. This is a (25 minutes) high liquidity supply zone. But this is not a fine-tuned zone. (15.4, 14.40), 1 base candle. This is 16.4. And high liquidity demand zone we have at 27.3, 13.50, 2 base candles. 27.3, 13.50. So 27, 13.50. This is the one. This is 26. This is the one. So here at 25 minutes, this is a 25 minutes high liquidity demand zone inside 125 minutes. And now you please look into the other zones also. You have to draw them. I'm just focusing immediately available demand and supply zones. Now let's go to the 15 minutes time frame. Here also I'm changing the time frame to 15 minutes. We have supply zones. The immediately available is R underscore SZ, resistance supply zone. On 15:4, 15 minutes, one base candle. The same thing, 15:4, 15 minutes, one base candle. That means same zone is also a, this is 25 min or 15 minutes, high liquidity supply zone. The same thing. And also we have immediately available high liquidity demand zone. This is on 26/3/15, one base candle. The same thing. 26, not 27. This is 26/3, 15 minutes. This is the one. ERC candle. This ERC candle is a leg-in, base and a rally candle. And this is a high liquidity demand zone, 15 minutes. So entire institutional focus is in this area, high liquidity point of view. We don't know how institution will be able to hold this. Do they hold or again they push? We never know. But already there is a zone, drop, base, rally. This is a 15-minute zone. Currently holded. This is a 15 minutes normal demand zone, not a fine-tuned. This 15 minutes demand zone is inside daily. But are there any price action clues earlier? Yeah, prices came close to this, but it is holding. Maybe there is order flow here. So that is the reason behind why it holded yesterday. This is the one actually they created order flows. How we know that it is strong? Because this is a price action clues here. Prices came near, but there is a rejection, but they didn't enter. That means definitely institutions placed a good order flow here, even though it is not a fine-tuned. Basically, it is like an aggressive trade, what I explained you earlier. See, this aggressive trade holded and gave some move here yesterday. So this is the 15 minutes demand zone, high liquidity demand zone we drawn. Now let's move on to the last time frame, 5 minutes. See, at present, at short-term income trades, DIT and that means the 15 minutes trend and 75 minutes trend, they're all downtrends. Only 5 minutes trend is now changed to sideways. But this is not stable. 5 minutes always changing, up and down. So in 5 minutes, what is the high liquidity supply zone nearest one? The 7th one. That is the 15, 4, 15, 5 base candles. That means same thing. Within this, 5 minutes is also high liquidity zone. We have a drop. but you can fine tune now. You can fine tune to this. This is our supply zone. In case if you want to plan a short trade here, you can plan. But this 75 minutes, see the price structure is not very convenient here. Even we didn't find 15 minutes also. Anything you identified here, 15 minutes? Probably this is the one. We have a drop. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles. In case if you want to fine tune, this is a 15 minutes supply zone. Inside 15, 5 minutes you need to identify. Now you can check properly. Maybe we can plan your trades like this. Supply zone. Maybe this could be drop based drop. Maybe lagout is not very great, but in case you may consider if you feel risk is small. There could be possible order flows here. But within this 75 minutes, price structures, are they good? There is a 75 minutes high liquidity zone here. Look into this 75 minutes high liquidity zone. We have a drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles, and we have a drop candle. This is the way you can fine tune this 75 minute zone. Drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base candles up to here. Drop based drop. Fine, we have a 15 minutes fine tune zone is available. This is a 15 minute zone. Inside you need to identify a 5 minute zone. Check if there is any good order flow within this area. No. See, all these a lot of consolidation. That means this zone will be easily violated. This 75 minutes high liquidity zone will be violated very easily because order flow is not good. So such kind of fine tuning you have to do. That is what I am expecting. Actually this exercise you have to do. But I am showing you because I know some of you people just blindly depending on these charts. Whatever I am showing you is only the levels. Where could be a support, where could be a demand, that's it. But you should go beyond that. You should identify order flow is there or not. If order flow is there, the support and resistance levels will be violated easily. That is what everyday high liquidity zone analysis videos, daily videos, I am explaining the same. I don't know how many of you people are watching every day. The reason why I am explaining every day is to build the skill to you people so that you will identify the exact order flows. See, this is the order flow, but inside we didn't have 5 minutes order flow, proper order flow, lot of consolidation. Such kind of zones will be violated easily. So this 75 minutes high liquidity is a weak area. Next time if anybody wants price enter, if you want to plan a trade, maybe it's not good one. That's why fine tuning the zone, what I explained in lesson 16, everybody should build a good skill. Everyday HLQ analysis, I am enhancing your skills with my analysis videos. Okay, anyway, 5 minute supply zone structure we have drawn. There is one more high liquidity. Let us draw even that also. in case if this is violated. Where could be the 15.4, 14.5, two base candles. Oh, we have a candle, software identified manually, we missed it. We have a 14.5, here we have a two base candles. 15.4, 14.20. That means we are getting a fine-tuned zone here. So this is a rally-based drop. That means you have to draw the zone up to here, higher wick up. This is a ERC candle. It considered software. That means type 2 entry. You have to plan your zone like this. This is the supply zone. This is a high liquidity 5-minute supply zone. Okay, fine. But somehow I didn't feel comfort with this price structure before this zone. We got a fine-tuned zone, but I am not really convinced with this price action here. That is as per my experience. But software is different. Software works beyond humans' capabilities. So it identified and then follow through candles. So structure is good according to the software. But the price action before. But anyway, software identified here we have a strong order flow. If that is the case, we got a fine-tuned zone here. We have a 5 minutes high liquidity supply zone. This is inside a 15-minute zone. That is inside a daily 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone. Good. But I am having still concerns about the price action that happened before this. But on the other side, this is a high liquidity zone. Okay, we'll see what will really happen to this. Whether my concern is really working or software what it identified is going to work. So I need to focus on this zone. So this is high liquidity supply zones. And what about high liquidity demand zones? The immediately available one is on 16.4, 15.10, two base candles. So this is a high liquidity, 15.10. So this is a high liquidity demand zone, but let me draw week to week according to, later on you can see risk management point of view, you please fine tune these zones. I am drawing week to week. What you can do, even you can go to 1 minute inside this area, you can fine tune this zone to find the real order flows. The moment you feel risk, if you are feeling this is a risk is high, go to 1 minute. See where exactly the order flow is there. And what else? We have one more high liquidity demand zone. That is 28, 3, 15, 20. That means here. This is 27, this is 15.20 here. 15.20, the same candle. We have one base candle, right? Next 1.4, this is 1.4, 9.15. Sorry, 28.3 and 1.4. I made a mistake. Sorry. 28.3. This is the one, 28.3 on base candle rally. This is 5-min high liquidity demand zone. In case if this zone is violated, just below there is a high liquidity zone that will act as a trap, a bear trap. Excellent. Institutions already set a trap also here. Below this. This 5 minutes high liquidity demand zone will work as a bear trap. In case if this daily high liquidity demand zone is violated. Very interesting. Remember, this will be a bear trap. That means the institutions may not let the prices easily get into the next level. This itself might hold. But how it will hold, they're all depending on how strong the supply is at the time prices are entering. See, if supply is very, very strong, when it will be very, very strong, something happens to the global scenarios. Because we know the global scenarios the last 2 days, because of the fears. Because of the fear. If it is observed, probably from here itself market will move up. If not, again, once again, maybe with gap down again, it may violate all these things, get into this area. That possibility is also there. We can't rule out. So once market is opened, you will be getting the clarity. Then based on these levels, you can plan your trades. So I will stop my analysis up to this level. So what could be the price ranges for tomorrow? Immediately here we have a high liquidity zone. So probably this could be one possibility. Assume if demand is strong. I am assuming demand is strong. This will be the one possibility. If supply is strong, this will be violated with a gap down. That possibility is also there. At the time, this zone also will be violated easily. Next, you may see, in case if this is violated, you may see a bear trap might be playing the role. Then if that is the case, this could be the range. In case if this is violated, probably this high liquidity, this is a fine-tuned zone. But I have concerns, but mission has identified. We cannot rule out the missions. Especially we have seen all these days high liquidity zones are having some success. So that is the reason why you may see a possibility here also. So these are the immediate possibilities. Within this area, prices will move, or if one of these levels are broken, probably here, or to the downside if it is broken, probably till the bear trap area. This is the way you may get some trading opportunities. Hope this information will be useful to you for our further study and analysis. Let us all meet again in our next video. Thank you.